Hileman asked us to give a little bit of a talk or just share a little experience about our 3 years back at UCLA Anderson as a FEMBA. Gosh, this is the graduation day, so we're very excited, and we are very happy that you're actually going to come in and to continue the journey with us.
And take our spot.
And take our spot, exactly.
And hopefully take John's enthusiasm.
So I'm a software engineer by trade, and I got into technology management about a year earlier before I started the FEMBA program. I came in here to learn about managing people rather than managing computers. And walking away, I can see that definitely the incentives and getting everything aligned is far more important than just knowing the technical background to be successful. And one thing most people do not know is actually my wife is also a FEMBA. She graduated a year earlier. So before I applied, I talked with some of her friends and found that the UCLA FEMBA program is probably one of the best, not just because of the faculty, which is also great, but also the students. Everyone is so friendly and so willing to share about their knowledge, experience, and enthusiasm. So hopefully when you
And she had all the answers, right?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
She was on the admissions committee. Sorry.
We had to slash it out because she actually was not in the admission committee. And unfortunately, if you actually interview with her as well, she's actually quite nice. Just on the record.
Yeah. Hi, Helen. No, I'm just kidding.
So let's see, what else? The what?
Oh, go ahead.
So best takeaway from this FEMBA program, 2 things. One is the international experience. We won 2 of the international field studies, and then we also did the 6-month-long gap program, which is you already heard about it. It's actually a life-changing experience. You'll be much better at everything: time management, strategy thinking, dealing with people, dealing with yourself, maybe your spouse too. And the other part is just really the lifelong friendship and the learning I've had, and I expect to continue to have from these 2 guys and everybody else who's graduating with me today. So enjoy, buckle down, you're going to have a great 3-year ride, and I promise you it's going to be great. You're going to regret it sometime, but it's only temporary. When you walk out of it, you're going to feel much more refreshed and stronger and full of opportunities for yourselves.
You know, my name's Armin and Khoddam. I hope to meet all of you at one point in time. I started this program 3 years ago, and coming from a situation where I was in banking and financial services with Bank of America and Citigroup for 5 years, and I was sitting in your shoes not knowing where I was going to be today. And to be honest with you, it has been the most incredible 3-year experience of my life. It hasn't been easy. I'm sure everybody's going to tell you it's not easy. I get it. I know. I'm sitting on graduation day. Maybe that's part of the reason why we're all smiling up here. But you know, you're gonna be smiling a lot during this program. And I met these guys during my first week here, and we're still sitting here today. And I can tell you that I had a very unique experience in the last 3 years. That going through the GAP program, our master's thesis program, I got a job with our GAP company, and so I'm now living out of the country with an amazing opportunity, but you know, I couldn't have done it without the help of all the people around me and learning from them, because you know, I'm sitting here with the 2 highest GPAs in our class, and they still talk to me. So hey, all of you, you know, just know that you know the smart guys will talk to you as well. So I'll leave that to you now, Brad.
Helen gave us all the answers.
Yeah.
John's wife.
I got to know John well.
So I'm Brad Hileman, also FEMBA class of 2011, and I was just thinking back on our journey, and gosh, I guess what I would say is you never know where this journey is going to take you. I remember writing my applications, and it was January of 2008. The financial markets were going great. Background: I've been in investment banking for 7 years, so I was doing deals, a lot of international deals also, Switzerland, Japan. The economy was great, so I was looking at full-time programs first. I looked at Harvard and Wharton, but work was going so great. This is before the downturn. Applied to UCLA into the FEMBA program, and gosh, I got my application, got my acceptance letter. A month later, Bear Stearns goes under. I'm saying, really glad I didn't give up my job. So the whole summer, then the market turns down, and then I remember starting Leadership Foundations in September of 2008. And for Leadership Foundations, I'm not sure if you're going through it right now or if you've just gone through it, but you're with 7 or 8 people, going through a ropes course, getting to know these people. And it's mid-September. I remember I got a note on my BlackBerry, and Lehman Brothers was just about to go under. And one of the guys in our group worked for a hedge fund, and he had all these trades where Lehman Brothers was the counterparty. And so Brian Norton is sitting there on his phone trying to, clear this mess of trades, and he's trying to spot John, who's, up, and so he's got this boulet on, and he's worried about, millions of dollars, and so it's just incredible. And I look back and see, gosh, everything was going great for me, my job, I ended up going, full-time, FEMBA, and now 3 years later, we're just starting to come out of this, and, work is still going great, so I'm definitely going to stay with my company. Couldn't have timed this any better. Thank goodness. I'd be unemployed right now. But you never know where it's going to take you. The one advice I'll tell you that these guys have mentioned is do an international program right away. Do it soon. John and I went to Spain fall of our second year, basically, in 2009, so as quick as we could do it. And get involved. Join a club. Get to know people as quick as possible. Everyone says that, but you'd be surprised how quick the time flies. And you're going to blink and wish that you had gotten involved sooner. So
I want to add something. I didn't say this. I lost my job right before we started this program.
That's right.
And so I was a FEMBA, a fully unemployed MBA at the beginning of this program, and I had no idea what I was going to do. That's when the financial crisis just hit, as you mentioned. I lost my job at Bank of America, and it was one of those things where it truly became the focus of my life, in a sense, in a very different way, because I was going to use this to get into something different. But I came in here, this might get edited by the suits of the school, which is fine, but I told both of these guys at the beginning, when we first met, I said, you know what, we all worked hard, we got into this program, it's one of the best programs in the country, we all got good grades for the last 20 years, that's fantastic. To be honest with you, I don't know if anybody cares at this point once you've gotten past Dylan's admission. So,
yeah.
If it comes down to something where it's about meeting somebody or getting a third of a grade higher on an exam, go out and meet with the people in your class. Go to the happy hours, go to the events. If your social rep isn't organizing them, organize them yourself, because the best experiences came from those events. And that's how, the three of us, along with many others, became really good friends, and I'm going to get more out of that than reading another 10 pages out of a book, but that's my own personal experience, and now that you're in this program, you could listen to it. So but that, as I said, that just as Brad said, really get involved with the people around you. They're your best assets.
It's completely true. Being involved as early as you can. One thing I did not do as well as these two was getting involved earlier. So I'm now 3 years later, I'm a little bit regretting it, but I'm glad that I still made very good friends through the international travel studies, through the happy hours, through the class activities. You're going to be in a family of 70-some people with your section, so really take advantage of that closeness and build strong relationships. You're going to need that. You're going to rely on that for homeworks, tests, study sessions, and you're going to need that for your lifelong career, right? I mean, everybody there is together in this family. Your class of 2014, UCLA Anderson, and the alumni network is going to be there for you too. So just plug in, get involved, and always be part of the family.
It's up to you to keep our ranking high.
That's very true too. We're counting on you.